Live from downtown Detroit, Local 4 News at 6 starts now.
New video shows a violent scene inside Oak Park High School. Tonight, police are looking for several people who never even should have been at the school in the first place. Students, staff, security guards, they were all in danger after a group of men stormed inside Tuesday looking for a fight.
It was so bad, in-person classes were canceled at the high school today. Let's bring in Sean Lay with more of that video and how the school and police are responding tonight. Sean.
The entire incident caught on video, really alarming here because you can see, we're about to show you, security and staff completely overwhelmed here. The school, the superintendent today not answering any questions. Police also not answering any questions as they investigate. Parents, however, they have questions. How 8 to 10 people over the age of 18 rushed right through those doors. The police department is right across the street. It's school pickup time for Mom Pashana Baldwin, but this afternoon at Oak Park Prep and Key Elementary, a heavy Oak Park police presence.
Definitely, it worried me because my children are right up the street from the high school, and if they can go to the high school, what's going to prevent them from coming to the elementary or middle school?
Why? Oak Park police tell us they're in place in case there is another alarming incident like the one yesterday at Oak Park High School. Viral video from inside the high school shared with Local 4 by the Instagram page Crime in the D shows wild, out-of-control fights. Oak Park Schools sending out this email about the incident reading, quote, 8 to 10 unidentified adult males pushed past security and staff and forced their way into our high school building. They began fighting with OPHS students and security personnel. Oak Park High School is closed today. Classes moved online. Oak Park Schools says the adults who rushed into the school have not been picked up by police, and that is why so many officers were at the other Oak Park schools today.
Where have y'all been? Did y'all know any of this was going on before today? It's a little late now.
The video showing security and staff at Oak Park High School completely overwhelmed by the group that stormed in.
Oh my goodness, that's crazy.
Why all this happened? Parents say there's been a lot of talk that there was an incident near downtown involving some people who then came here to find the people who were allegedly involved in that incident. Oak Park Schools says they're making every effort to identify everyone that rushed through the building here, caught on camera and trespassed. They'll prosecute them for to the fullest extent of the law. They say they've renewed their request for additional law enforcement. Again, right across the street is the police or public safety department. Also, they're exploring additional security measures. Only talk about canceling classes today so far, no word about tomorrow, guys.
Just incredible to see. All right, Sean Lay live in Oak Park for us tonight. Kim?
Well, last Friday, it was shock, confusion, and sadness outside a prison in Whitmore Lake. Family members of Terrence Calhouns consoling each other over a surprise delay in his exoneration for crimes that DNA evidence proves he didn't commit. Well, today they finally got their chance to celebrate the end of Calhouns' 15 years behind bars. Megan Woods is live with a reaction to a long overdue decision. Megan.
Kimberly, it was truly a celebration. You may remember last week, Terrence Calhouns' family had came all the way up here from Tennessee, and they were devastated. But today, all those people are back. His parents, cousins, his brother, all there to make sure they're the first to celebrate and greet him on this special day. It's been 15 long years, but Terrence Calhouns' mother says she's known the truth all along.
It finally happened. I knew he was innocent from the start.
Waiting an extra week hasn't been easy. Marvin Cotton Jr., who was exonerated in October 2020, came to show his support and says the delay makes today even more emotional.
The very thing that delayed this process is the same thing that caused wrongful convictions to begin with. Although it may be just 1 week, to us, a 1 week to an innocent person is an eternity. Absolutely. It's a lifetime.
The reason for that delay was addressed in court.
Ms. Newman, did the officer provide the prosecution with any additional evidence and or information that was not previously known or considered in the investigation?
The officer did not, Your Honor.
It was unfortunate what went on last week. As I said in court, the best a way to describe it is it was an act of vigilantism more than something you'd expect from a public servant.
But it's important that doesn't overshadow what this moment is really about: the truth and Terrence Calhouns' freedom.
Mr. Calhoun, good luck to you.
And now this family can be whole again. Terrence is going back with them to Tennessee to start his new life, or try and get his life back. Back to you.
Yeah, we wish him well. Megan, before you go, what about the victims from that crime that happened, what was it, 2006? Have they said anything about this wrongful conviction?
Well, the prosecutor's office said they did reach out to the victims, and their guardian said once they heard what happened that we hope that they can get that man out of prison, and that's exactly what they did. And now Terrence is back with his family.
Yeah. All right, Megan, thanks.
Well, we were promised a return to 60-degree temperatures soon, but it feels a lifetime away right now.
I know. In fact, we could break a record, you were saying overnight, Andrew?
Whoa.
You don't want to do that.
I know, especially when it comes to low temperatures, right, Kimberly and Jason? Well, that is a possibility for tonight. I mean, look at how cold it is already. We've got 36 in Mount Clemens at this hour. These are current temperatures in the afternoon at the end of April. We're looking at 45 at Metro Airport. It's only 38 degrees up in Sandusky. At least we're seeing a bit more sunshine, though, so it at least looks nice out there. But we still need our winter clothes, our winter outerwear, before heading out this evening. 45 right now over at the airport, and it feels a bit chillier than what it actually is, with temperatures in the 40s, but wind chills approaching the 30s. And speaking of the 30s, temperatures actually fall to the 30s later on tonight. When you join us at 10 o'clock on Local 4 Plus, it'll be around 38 degrees, middle, possibly low 20s when you join us tonight right here on Local 4 at 11 o'clock. And overnight, temps down to around 28. And that record low for tomorrow morning is also 28 degrees, set back in 1934. So a good chance of tying it. But there is a rebound in temperatures. We'll talk about that good news in minutes.
All right, Andrew. After a raucous and fraught endorsement convention, it's been a whirlwind in Michigan GOP politics, starting with the ouster of State Representative Matt Maddock from his own GOP House caucus. Mara McDonald live in West Bloomfield for us tonight. Mara, getting kicked out of the caucus, I can't remember the last time this happening. It seems pretty rare.
Well, it is rare, but not unprecedented, except, Jace, in this case, where you've got a state representative who happens to be married to a co-chair of the Michigan GOP.
The Highland Township Republican who is married to MyGOP co-chair Michonne Maddock was kicked out of the House GOP caucus yesterday.
It's a pretty big deal from the standpoint of a caucus as a team, and you've just been kicked off of the team, and a team of which you are trying to go run and become speaker of that team, leader.
According to sources, Maddock was kicked for violating confidentiality rules as well as using caucus resources to bring in Trump-allied Republicans and oust sitting GOP members. Which brings us to the GOP endorsement convention in Grand Rapids over the weekend, which opted to endorse two Trump candidates who have embraced debunked conspiracy theories. It disgusted GOP committeeman Tony Daunt to the point he sent this letter resigning, which in part says, incredibly, rather than distancing themselves from this undisciplined loser, Trump, far too many Republican leaders have decided that encouraging his delusional lies and, even worse, cynically appeasing him despite knowing they are lies is the easiest path to ensuring their continued hold on power.
Back here live, right now, all this really is some intramural, internal GOP fighting. The question becomes, does it become more than that? And I think you've got to look down the road till November. The president's polling numbers are in the tank. Inflation is high. It is expected that there is going to be a GOP red wave in the midterms. Well, what happens if there is that GOP red wave in the midterms everywhere but Michigan's top three office holders? Then I think what we've seen over the last couple days could take on greater significance. We're live in West Bloomfield tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Yeah, very interesting to consider for sure. All right, Mara, we appreciate it.
Okay, now to our weekly COVID update from the state of Michigan. The state is reporting 14,482 cases in the past 7 days. That pushes the daily average back above 2,000. It's about 4,000 more total cases than last week. Plus, it doesn't include positive cases that come from home testing that aren't reported to the state. And sadly, we've lost another 67 lives to this virus. Well, tonight in our Help Me Hank consumer headlines, a scam alert affecting those who have filed for tax extensions.
Plus, the big furniture items stores are struggling to move. But let's begin with an important question many of you have been asking Help Me Hank lately. And that's about, well, let's get to Hank. He can answer that for us. He's live. And Hank, what are you hearing on this?
Jason, we got all the answers for you. Don't worry. We're talking about that $400 that many insured drivers in Michigan, they've been waiting for. They've been emailing the Help Me Hank team saying, where's the money? Well, here's the information you need to know. The Help Me Hank team getting so many emails from so many of you that want to know, where's my money? We're talking about the $400 that each insured driver in the state of Michigan will soon be receiving. Now, 50% of those payments have already been delivered. But remember, the deadline to receive those funds isn't until May 9th. If you don't receive the money then make sure you call your insurance agent. An important Help Me Hank tax scam alert you need to know about, this one affecting those of you that have filed for an extension. Some receiving text messages asking for your bank account information or your social security number. Understand, this is a scam. And if you're in the market for a mattress, understand that prices may soon be discounted. Why? Sales down about 40%. The reason? Discretionary spending has taken a big dip. You could expect some sales, though, as we approach Memorial Day. This tax scam that we mentioned, that's been affecting people all over the country and here in Metro Detroit. Best advice, as always, if you get a text message or a phone call from a number that you do not recognize, just ignore it. I have all the scam and recall information for you always on the Help Me Hank page at clickondetroit.com. We're live here tonight, Hank Winchester, Help Me Hank, Local 4.